100% gains in a couple days? Yeah, it's possible. You just need a big player to invest some billions in it. We'll talk XRP price because we've also got an XRP riddle from an exchange who makes money on the trading of XRP. So you better drum up that hype. We're having some problems with regs because the DeFi community wants protection. So will regs not be passing? ETH gets the praise from a Fed big shot. This big shot could be the next, yes, Jerome Powell. We'll talk price action. ETH pumps along with...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Happy Thirsty Thursday. Happy Titties Thursday. Happy Deep Green Thursday for Crow and Soul. Yeah, look at those two rolling. XRP's above support. ETH just got some support from a big player. A big player who might be taking over for Jerome Powell. Now, before we get into the crypto news, like, yo, no regs if we don't get developer support. What? Yeah, girlfriend. Before we get into that, you know the deal. Your comments come first because you, the viewer, matter most. Christine, one of the 7% of the viewers out there that don't have a dong flapping between their legs, says this. Looking nice. Must be taking the wife out. Good for her. Be nice. Oh. I see when I wear a black hoodie, I impress the crowd. My, if I set the bar low. Well, thank you for Christine for calling what I'm wearing nice looking. I appreciate that, kind lady. James Walsh is hanging out. Says, you're awesome, Klaus. Forbes prediction is garbage. Yeah, the Forbes prediction yesterday said XRP would reach $2.80 by the end of the year. Bro, we still got regs, we got ETFs, and we got rate cuts. What kind of crack are you smoking? For real. And remember, sharing is caring, so bring enough for the rest of the class. And by 2030, it was like $5.25. For real, the Forbes person was definitely hitting the pipe. George Sekmakis says, Google should stick to what it does. What, stealing our data? Selling it off to the highest bidder? Personally, I don't think the whole global trust or want to concentrate payments through Google. It will be trusted and tried once it's been around for a long time and has already built trust. Yeah, Google Payments. Now, mind you, that's for institutional players. It's not peer-to-peer, so don't worry. It's not for people like you and me. That's just for big players out there. Heat map, Bitcoin sitting at 113,296. ETH is 4606. XRP at 302, while Crow is deep in the green. Sol, deep in the green. Ada wants a piece of the green. That's why Charles is trying to ride on the XRP coattails. No XRP titties for you, Charles. Crow soars over 100% in 48 hours. Why? Trump Media Group put in $6.4 billion. Here's that price of Crow. Yo, girlfriend. Before the announcement, Crow's hanging out at 14 cents, and now we're over 37 cents. You know what that means, everyone? That's 165% gains in the last several days. That's fucking nuts. So yeah, if the right people invest in your project, you're gonna moon, baby. But what if Jed McCaleb? What if we use it for... Shut the fuck up with the Jed McCaleb bullshit. He buys and then he sells. You haven't noticed that yet? Fed frontrunner Christopher Waller gives institutions the green light to Ethereum and Stablecoins. Damn it! So this is the guy who's supposed to replace Jerome Powell, and he's giving stablecoins and ETH the blessing? Ah, damn it. My job's to bring you the news, good, bad, or happy or sad, so let's just rip the Band-Aid off. He specifically praised ETH and stablecoins as the natural next step in payment evolution. On-chain data shows that a net of 628,000 ETH has left exchanges. Oh, interesting. Fed Reserve Governor Christopher Waller, seen by Next as the frontrunner for the next Fed chair, has openly expressed his optimism about digital assets. Speaking at the Wyoming Blockchain Symposium, Waller urged financial institutions to embrace cryptocurrencies as the next natural step. He argued that smart contracts, tokenization, and distributed ledgers are simply modern ways of recording transactions. He compared skepticism around crypto today to the early doubts about credit cards decades ago, noting that every payment system initially faces resistance. That's kind of messed up, though. The fact that he said ETH is a good one. I wonder who he's in bed with. He highlighted stablecoins as especially promising, giving their dollar peg instant transfer capability and the potential role in strengthening the U.S. global dollar system. Why? Because stablecoins are backed by U.S. debt, so no wonder a lot of these government and quasi-government people like stablecoins. Because it makes them buy U.S. government debt. So how do you support the United States government? Buying U.S.-backed stablecoins. Institutional interest drives Ethereum growth as CME futures open interest touches 10 billion record. Now, open interest for XRP on CME was 1 billion. ETH is now up to 10 billion. Fed frontrunner says ETH is the way to go. Institutions are gobbling up ETH, not BTC. Do you notice the theme here? That's right. The market is rotating to ETH right now. ETH inflows, $307 million. BTC inflows, $81 million. So, Sailor, we're not seeing orange. We're seeing a wave of blue. How about you AI photo that one, you fucking knob? Either way, institutional interest for ETH is picking up. My thinking is that once we get regaronis, we're going to pivot from ETH into the alts. And that the reason the markets are picking ETH right now is that BTC is expensive and it's hard for BTC to break the ATHs. Why? Because it's relatively expensive. And players have been buying billions, and even though they're buying billions, they're not always able to push all-time highs. So players are like, well, wait a minute. If we're all buying billions of BTC and the price isn't like rocketing to the moon, why don't we buy something that's cheaper that we could maybe affect the price on? All right, let's get into it. No developer protection, no bill. Whoa, are you getting ready to shoot down crypto regs for us? The DeFi community appears keen on protecting neutral developers and builders from being charged like Tornado Cash's Roman Storm. It sounds like a porn star's name, doesn't it? In a letter to the Senate, a group of 115 members led by DeFi Education Fund urged Congress to ensure that the market structure bill offers nationwide protections for software developers. Interesting. This is what they said. Without such protections, we can't support a market structure bill. The group added that U.S. developers have declined by 7% in the last 4 years due to uncertainty. And because Gensler has basically been out there wrecking the shit out of crypto. So a lot of those devs went where? They went overseas, everyone. Why? Because the job economy was getting crushed in the United States. They continue by saying the total share of open source software developers in the United States has dropped from 25% in 2021 to 18% in 2025, a trend largely attributed to the lack of regulatory certainty for software development. Well, guess what? We're getting the regs unless you get in the damn way, DeFi community. No, look, here's the deal. I get that these DeFi players want protection. The reality is the DeFi market big enough in terms of how much money they contribute to Congress in order to stop the action, to cause a stir? I'm about to cause a stir. Are you ready? XRP emergency price break. Shut the fuck up with this hopium bullshit. What price break are we talking about? We're right now at $3 and change. $3.01. Do you see an emergency price break? No. Let's keep learning. Uphold posted this. Some binary fucking code. Yeah, Uphold, a Riddler. No, you know why they're doing this? For engagement. Why? Because exchanges benefit on what? Volume. So if they can drum up some engagement, if they can drum up some, whoa, Uphold's got something big coming with XRP. I better buy now, because what if this announcement is going to drive the markets absolutely wild? And again, the exchanges make money on this. We learned that the exchanges benefit from, yes, partnerships like MasterCard. The exchanges like Gemini, Kraken, etc. benefit on what? Juicy crypto volume to the tune of $174 billion. That's what I'm talking about, girlfriend. Altcoin season index 48 out of 100, and fuck Uphold and their stupid riddles. Seriously, we haven't matured past the riddles bullshit right now. XRP's at $3.01. Volume healthy as well. 6.85 billion in the last 24 hours. $3 price action? Hell yeah, we got $3 price action. Why do we got $3 price action? Because we're holding a strong floor. Let's actually take a look at that. Why? Because I've got that chart pre-built right here. Blue line is $3, and as you can see, we've done a pretty good time here over the last several weeks holding to that $3 floor. There are opportunities to buy sub 3. Plenty of opportunities to take some profits above 3. So this is enticing both short and long-term holders to get into XRP, which is helping us out And it's helping out Uphold and other exchanges. That being said, look for XRP to be juicy when we start talking about regs in September. No developer protection, no bill. Sorry, DeFi, I don't think you're that big of a player in the congressional pocketbook market. So I don't think you hold that much strength. We're going to go ahead with Regaronis. Why? Because the exchanges are big in the pocketbooks of Congress. Yeah, Brian Armstrong's one of them players. Oh, I remember when GameStop got halted by a certain exchange. Yep, that's right. The exchanges are in the pockets of Congress and vice versa. So, XRP emergency price break. How about a dose of shut the fuck up? We're at $3 clinging on to $3 support. It's real. It's the news. Choo-choo what? Oh, we ain't at the end yet, baby.
So are we doing the riddle thing? I mean, like, for real.
Like, come on now. Are we grown out of that, or are the riddles just that? Oh, it's so frustrating. Either way, look. August, we're almost done with it. We got a few more days. And then we get into freaky September. So August was a trap month. September is going to be a super volatility month. Rate cuts. People are going to be like, is he cutting or is he not? Yeah. We don't know, because we don't know if Jerome's going to be a total prick or if he's going to what? Cave in. Regs, are we going to get him in September, or is someone going to pull their support? Yeah, it's going to be close in the Senate. Real close in the Senate. So we got a lot of things happening in the upcoming month that we're all going to pay attention to. And since we don't know the general direction, that's going to bring volatility. Volatility is good for exchanges because they make money on that volatility. These same exchanges now that are pimping out riddles. Oh, it's so cringe, dude. I can't make that shit up. Well, here's a riddle for you. It's 3 words. The first 2 words are choo-choo. The last word rhymes with stitches. Can you tell me what the last word is? I'll start it off. Choo-choo what? Choo-choo. Fill in the last word. That's your fucking riddle for the day.